If you drive a Hyundai, Kia, or Genesis EV, you may have seen in your charge port that one of the DC connections is missing a little plastic black cap. This is something that has been addressed in the past. I actually made a video about it, I think a couple years ago. Hyundai released a technical service bulletin, so if you did see that one of those little black caps was missing, you would go into your dealership and they would replace it for you. Unfortunately, they were just replacing it with the same designed cap, and people would find that the caps just kept falling off. Now, I have personally never experienced this with any of my Ioniqs, but Hyundai just released a new technical service bulletin, and it looks like they finally redesigned that cap. So let's jump into this technical service bulletin and talk about it. So first off, let's talk about what these little black caps are. So they basically slip onto the electrical connection for the DC pins. They're also on the AC pins, but those don't seem to come off as often as the DC. Basically what they do is they just allow the connector as it comes into your charge port to just kind of glide onto that electrical connection. So more or less they are for alignment. I have heard from people though that they have been at a DC fast charger and they unplug the charger and they'll hear the little cap hit the ground. They can't find it. They look in the charge port and it's missing. So it seems like it's just something interfacing with the DC charger connector is just ultimately pulling it out. I don't know if it's more likely to happen on a new DC fast charger connector or an older DC fast charger connector. One would imagine a newer charger would probably do it because it's going to have tighter electrical connections that will probably grab that plastic cap. But that's all speculation. So this technical service bulletin just came out in July 2025, and the description is, certain Ioniq 5, Ioniq 6, and Ioniq 5N vehicles may have missing inlet 5-pin combo DC insulation caps, DC pin caps, which may lead to damage to the charge port if not replaced. The bulletin provides instructions to replace the DC pin caps. So they specifically call out 2022 through 2024 Ioniq 5, 2023 through 2024 Ioniq 6, and 2025 Ioniq 5N. So it sounds like they may have replaced these caps on the 2025 Ioniq 6. Obviously, the 2025 Ioniq 5 has the NACS port now, so it's not really an issue there. Here's the part number. They also have a little tool that allows them to reinstall the cap. Scrolling down here, you can see a photo of what it looks like when that cap is missing. And you can also see the old design. It had 4 little holes in the top of it, but you can see with the CAD image up here, it is now a solid cap. So maybe that design will now prevent them from falling off as easy. And down here, you can see the little tool that they're using, how they insert the cap and then put it back onto the DC pin. So the thing you're going to want to know about is that technical service bulletins aren't like recalls. They don't have to be performed. If you're out of warranty, you are typically on the hook for the cost of technical service bulletins. So down here at note 1, it says normal warranty applies. So when your bumper to bumper warranty ends, it might not be able to be done for free, but I guess you could probably argue that this is part of the powertrain because you need to be able to take in power from a charger in order to power your vehicle. So one could argue that this should be covered by the 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. You would have to take that up with your dealership. But you can always buy these parts yourself if you are out of warranty instead of paying whatever the dealer wants to do the work. You can see here, this part costs a whopping 11 cents. Let's just say the cost of shipping them is going to be way more than the parts themselves. And just searching for the DC pin cap installation tool here, you can purchase that too. $58.25 for basically a chunk of plastic. So I don't know if I would pay that much for that tool, but it would probably still be cheaper than paying for the service at the dealership. I don't know though. Now I haven't seen a technical service bulletin for Kia EV6, Niro, or EV9 at the moment. But I would imagine something will be available at some point in the future. So check your charge ports, make sure the caps are in place. If they're not, you're going to want to head to your dealership and see if they'll replace them. So that's it for this video. Quick one today, guys. Just wanted to get this info out there for you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Check out my store at ioniqi.com for accessories for your Hyundai, Kia, or Genesis EV. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.